Gardening vlog 9. It is Saturday. I did say I was going to do nothing today, probably, but I thought it was going to be raining at this moment. But I think it's been later on, so I'll do this one. This will be the second day using my mower, but the first full day because obviously it was more set up in the afternoon. Yeah, I mean this is more like a nacho cheese kind of, like American cheese. But yeah, pretty much as you can see, it's black and yellow, and that's black and yellow, and there's a bit of silver. But it's pretty much the same thing. I think this yellow is more going to attract flies, so this is more like dandelion yellow, whatever that is. So this hasn't been done for pretty much just under 2 weeks, like 13 days. It was been done by the neighbours because they've been doing it since I haven't. So I may have done it once this year, but I can't remember. So I'll trim an edge. I'll probably go around it all first, trim it, and then I'll edge it all so I can get probably a nice edge along here and then around the drain and stuff. I probably wouldn't bother about edging along there because that's just the same level, so I'd just be trimming. And then I will mow with this mower and bag it on the default height. The wind is probably going to blow. I did feel a little bit of wet, but I think that was just the wind blowing stuff around. This has been like pretty much a week now since the car was done, just under. Everything else is removed from the garden. It's just that skip that'll probably be there for ages now. Like the person who lives there said the other week, he just doesn't want the grass to die, but it's got like a skip there, and the next door neighbour's got a car parked on the grass. So I'm not really sure that's going to work, is it? That skip will probably be there for like 2 weeks, and there'll be this big dead patch. So yeah, I'll just get on with it now. So I've done this now, I've trimmed it all, edged it. I'll probably just need to, I don't know, maybe use a strimmer or something, or maybe come back with a broom in a minute and just sweep. You've got all these bits. Definitely needed it. It's just like 13 days of growth. I think it's done higher with their fly mow, like probably at 4 centimetres, whatever the highest one is. It's only a bit shorter, but it looks good, and they don't stripe it, because obviously fly mows don't actually stripe. So I just went up and down striping it. And this will probably get weeded at some point by the person who lives here. Not really sure what the point of this is, because there used to be plants here, because you can see there's stumps. There used to be this big bush that came out here. I think that was a rose bush that went up there. Something was here. But yeah, now just stones and dirt that just grows weeds. I think really, if I'm not going to plant anything there, then, because it's such a big space, then either they could just like remove all this stuff and re-turf it. I'll dig all the roots and stuff out, re-turf this whole bit, and then fill in that bit as well, and maybe a bit over there. Or they could turf it and then have a little smaller bit going up against the wall, and they can plant something smaller there. And then maybe remove those stones and just like redo this whole bit. Because they used to have lots of strawberry plants along here, because I think this plant got massive. This bush got massive. And it basically used to be another plant like this here, so it basically killed everything. And the plants are just like got worse every year pretty much. Even like 2 years ago there was lots along here. But yeah. So I don't really know, like that needs to be filled in. I don't really know what, I think that, actually I know what was there. There used to be one of those rocks here and it was taken out, and obviously there's this big sort of hole. I think it's just filled in with moss or something, I don't know. Because when she usually does it, the person who lives here, she rake it afterwards, like rake it this way, I guess maybe to get everything to stand up or something, I don't know. And I guess maybe that's just the way it goes. But yeah, they don't have a strimmer, they usually do it with like the long shears and just go along the edges. So they don't actually have a strimmer to do like proper edges and stuff, which I have. So I've actually given it like a proper like cut pretty much. But obviously this is a manual one and it's nice sharp blades, so yeah. I think now, because that car's gone, I will try and do this, but I'll just have to go round the skip, obviously, because those bags, like old concrete there, from the old path, they're now gone, but I'll just have to go around it. Like, some bits do need a bit of a trim, but it's just, this bit will be dead underneath once that goes, like, it'll be like that, but worse. But yeah, I'll just give it a little trim, and then I'll probably after that I'll come back with a broom and just sweep all this. So yeah, just done with the challenge, and I'll now just empty this. and go to the next one. Okay, so I've trimmed around the edges, done the edging and stuff. It's definitely starting to rain now, so I have to be quick doing this. It won't be long. I've trimmed, pretty much trimmed this whole area because at the moment I'm better to get on it. And this isn't really growing much, it's kind of all covered in dirt and stuff from the stuff they were doing. There's big piles of sand and stuff everywhere. Trimmed around this area. Grass and leaves everywhere. Trimmed all up here, as you can see. So yeah, I will get started now. Eventually, at some point, once that's gone, I will get the spade and do a proper edge along here, get rid of all these bits, make it look good again. So yeah, I'll cut it now and I'll see you after. Okay, so it's all been done. Had to take the strimmer back because it was all started to get heavier rain, but now it's kind of stopped. Yeah, because it was just sat on the path, that's why it was raining. And it's battery tool, so you don't want it to break. That cost me £200, and yeah. So I've done the grass now. I just literally ran over it quickly. If it was more sunnier, if it was just more warm, then I would have just spent probably more time doing it, maybe back and forth for some bits. And it probably isn't actually the height, all of that the height, especially that bit. That was just doing nothing to get it cut out, because the person who done it last time and has been doing it the times before, cuts it with the Flymo on a lower setting. So it's cut a few bits, but not made a significant change. I guess you can see where the mower's been, kind of, but on that side it's just made no difference really. Yeah, if I had the petrol on it, probably would have collected up all the leaves as well. But yeah, so I've done this. The mower is dirty now, because whenever it rains, everything all gets all wet, and obviously, and it gets all stuck. And there's bits of sand and stuff over there from remaining work. So it's pretty much, so it was all clean before, and now it's just dirty. Eventually that'll just be all washed off probably. But yeah, I hate it when it rains and you're cutting grass. So everything you can't empty the bag quickly, because it all sticks. You can't tip it over and it's it's out. You have to violently thwack it against the bin. So yeah, it's all been trimmed, all been cut. I trimmed most of that around there because obviously the mower and it was too short anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. There's many this size that needed the cut, and just a few bits around the edges. But this is all where everything was sat, so it's kind of just killed it all really. Not properly killed it, but kind of made it weaker, so it's not really going to grow as good. But eventually it will just all that stuff will just wash away and it will heal. It will grow back, and maybe eventually might need a bit of seed just scattered all over it. But yeah, that one was done earlier. As you can see, there's stripes in it. That one's done every week with Bosch Road Tack or something, and it does stripes all the time. Yeah, and that's all of those ones on there. So yeah, this has been done. Looks good. Eventually I'll do the edging and there. This was soil put back, topsoil put in from, because there was a gap there from where this path was done the other week. So that will just grow over time. Ideally it should be sprinkle a bit of seed down that bit, and then eventually that could grow. But whatever, it will just grow probably as weeds, just like the rest of it. It's not great quality grass. And that's been done. It's got an edge, not perfect edge, but eventually over time, if I do it every week or every 2 weeks or whatever, the edge I can get a nice small defined every time I do it. But yeah, the grass looks good there, being cut. That doesn't look any different really. That was done yesterday, that side bit. So I'm pretty much done now. Yeah, so I'm pretty much done. This is dirty. If this was dry, I was supposed to just wipe it off, but it's yeah, because the roller went over bits grits and stuff, and it is pretty much dirty. It's so dirty now, it needs a hose down, and then it would be fine, but after a while it would all just wash off, and when it dries I can probably just rub it off, just push it off and it'll be fine. So yeah, I'll just I trim some of those weeds, cut them shorter, just so it looks more neater. Even though it's still there, but it's just looks like there isn't as much. Yeah. If it didn't start raining, I would have swept that, but it'd be too wet now. It gets stuck, so it'll just blow away in the wind. So yeah, it's done. Everything I can do is done for today. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's been done shorter and it's done by a different mode than the fly mow. On that one, you look at it from there because it just looks shorter, and because you can done a different direction. Like fly mow would be sort of going that way, and then everything would be pushed back. So yeah, it's different. So we're not used to it. The grass probably isn't used to a different mower cutting it. The stripes have pretty much gone away on these bits. You can kind of see it, but it's one of those ones where it will last maybe, like you'll see it when it's been done, but after like a day it will just go. But also it depends on the type of grass as well. So if you've got like long, thick grass, like the type that is good for striping, then it might stay for longer, and if you cut it at a high setting, it might stay for longer. But this way, it's you better see it for like a day, but after that it's gone. So, just walking my mower back. Oh, this one definitely need to clean out and empty the bag as well. Yeah, there's barely been like anything picked up from that one. Just like some bits of taller grass and some leaves. Compared to the one I'd done before that, which grew more because obviously didn't have lots of concrete put all over it. If I'd done their back like that one, so that's like the back garden of the front, I'd done the smaller one. If I'd done that, then that would have probably picked up quite a bit, because that looked like it could be due for trim. The thing is, I rarely do their back. I always do their front because it's easy, because you have to go through a gate and stuff. And you can just walk up, you can just go and do it quickly, and it's small. The back, you have to like wait, see if the gate's open, or you might have to ask. And it's just a bit more difficult. I mean, if the gate's open and not there or something, I can just go in and do it. Oh, right now. No, I don't. I'm not going to take it all the way in, so I need to. So I'll empty this now. It's going everywhere. I think I just stepped on something. Yeah. This is probably what it'd be like if I was using it like the autumn, when it gets to like October time and it's like all rainy and everything's wet. It would just be like just wet all the time and muddy. The wheels probably be all like really muddy and stuff. So yeah. I'll see you next time.